So I was really bored, and as this is kind of my diary-ish channel, I thought I would post something that is diary-ish. This is the song box of all the lyrics I've written between the ages of, say, 9 and 14. So that will be fun to read, won't it? This is the storybook, a box, sorry, it's not a book, of the bullshit that I wrote thinking they were stories. There's also like diary entries in here too. And this is the actual diary. Nice, lovely cover, only filled about halfway. So I'm going to read a little bit from each of these to you. I think I'm going to start with this one because I just pulled it out. In year 5, they made us write a letter to our future selves. Yep. And they sent it to us a couple of years later. This is what happened. Dear Shayla, you can become a great person. Live up to your goals and stay true to yourself. If you follow your dream of being a singer, I'll read you one of my lyrics and you will laugh at that. You can be like Bono and help raise money for the poor. If you become a teacher, then you can help children learn and become a great leader. Have you completed your goal of doing a prayer most days and setting a good example? I went to a Catholic school, in case you can't tell. The answer to that question is no, by the way. If you have, you are still true to yourself. I'm not true to myself. Even though you may be really upset about your gramps and dad. Dad left when I was 7, I now live with him, and my gramps had cancer. He's better. Or even because you can't find your young self in you, you are a great person. And you, in the house that my old street address was Briar Crescent, is still in you. You just need more to bring it out. Stay loopy, stay yourself. From your 11-year-old self, good luck. Stay loopy. Haven't done that either. It's funny though, the Briar Crescent thing, because my username, my other username, not this one, is Briar. So has Briar in it. So that's always fun. Let's move on to the diary. I can read you a passage of the excellent things that I wrote in the book that are so meaningful and deep. March 14th, 2009. They say every day is a new day, which is true, but there is a little thing called memory, a thing that muddles all the days together until it becomes a tangled mess that is life. It also goes along with the saying, every day is the beginning of the rest of your life, which really is great in theory, but often I wish I could just give everyone a big dose of amnesia dust. So every now and again, people really can start things fresh. Amnesia dust. That's actually not a bad idea. Amnesia dust. Maybe that wasn't as stupid as I thought. I can imagine dropping powder onto all the people's heads and just watching the world gently fall asleep. That could be catastrophic. And then waking up with no memory at all. So, no memory at all. The entire world falls asleep, and I wonder if we'd all get to pick out new names. It would give everyone a second chance. They should start using this amnesia dust for criminals. That's justice. They can't repeat an offence if they don't remember it. I'm beginning to really like amnesia dust. Can you imagine? That's obviously, I believe in nurture versus nature. People aren't naturally evil. That's actually a pretty deep-seated belief for me. I may discuss that in a future video, but between me and my friend, we kind of argue about it a lot. Then I go on about writing. Oh, here's a nice juicy tidbit. I like being defined. I have no idea what I just meant by that. The sentence made absolutely no sense. But I guess what I meant to say is, I'm trying to figure out who I am. You and everybody else in the world. I want to create an identity for myself. Yep, then I go on and talk about how I'm average and everybody else's opinions of me. And then there's a really bad song in here. Yep, and then there's about a story about a hot guy sitting on top of a fence. Then there's a couple of words that I define, like skedaddle. I'm not okay. Moving on. Beck, the mouse is staying. It is official. I am going to stop reading from this because it's getting boring, even though I was stupid. Now, pick a song, guys. Which one would you like to hear? Would you like to hear the one from when I was 9 or the ones from when I was like 10? I know. This is the one that you want to hear. If I can find it. There's this one. I can show you this tatty old one. Or I can show you... Sorry about this. I have to rummage through to find... Oh, look. I have the perfect one. Okay, you ready? I'm not going to sing it for you because I'm not going to embarrass myself that much on camera, because I am now aware that the singer in me does not exist at all. But are you ready? It hurts to see you and not be able to hold you in my arms. But there's no way around this. Nothing that I can say. It's not a life without you. If there's a life after dark, bless me now because I'll see that part. If there's a life after the sea, that's where I'd rather be. Oh, that's where I'd rather not be, sorry. She'd rather not be at the sea. Through the day it gets hard. I tried to forget you, but I can't. The truth of the matter is, I'll see 1,000 lives and you still won't be here. Have you figured out what this is based on yet by that? No? Okay, I'll give you a little bit more. All the days we went through, all the things you said to me, it was all the truth. I'd rather it not be. It's not a life without you. If there's a life after dark, yada 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 chorus. For how many lives must we part? I can't stand to be without. How long must I live with a broken heart? I can't get over you. I'll never get over you. And then there's 2 choruses, because I really liked choruses. So yeah, if you can guess what that's from, then you're not really a genius, because it's fairly obvious. In my opinion, I wrote it based on something. Yep, I don't write songs anymore because I suck. In case you haven't noticed. And I'm sorry, 11-year-old me, but I really can't become a singer. And that was this bullshit YouTube video that I've made. If you're 12, 13, and you write songs and stories and stuff, you probably suck. I'm sorry, but you probably do. You don't think you do now, but you do. A couple of years' time, you'll look back, you'll laugh at yourself, you'll make a YouTube video about it. All good. But you will get better. Just trust me on that. Keep doing it, you'll get better. I'm fairly certain my stories are now better than the shit that's in this box. I mean, I had a character named Gage. Okay, I'll read. I don't actually know what this says. I'm in love with you. Gage looked at Ira, blinking. To Ira's surprise, Gage cupped her face and pulled it to his. He kissed her roughly and quickly, leaving her spellbound. Let's give her a fight she won't forget. And then he charged at her. Oh, wait, I read it. Okay. Gage ran into the clearing, weapons at the ready. Ira stared at him. What are you doing here? She hissed at him, though it was to no use. Taylor could hear her every thought. Gage never answered her question. Get out of here, go! Gage yelled, grabbing her wrist, throwing her behind him. She landed behind him on the grass. She scrambled to her feet, and something... No, she told him firmly. He turned to face her, not letting go of her gaze. What the hell are you doing? Are you suicidal? You've never learnt to fight. Knowledge does not run through blood, he hissed at her. Taylor watched the whole affair, amazed. With amused eyes. It's very, very difficult to read. How clueless humans can be, never seeing what's right in front of you. Gage turned his gaze to her, glaring, though Ira could see a hint of curiosity in his eyes. She refuses to leave, Taylor told him, because she's in love with you. Ah, that's... Gage looked at Ira, blinking. Okay, yeah, I get it now. So that was my story. Oh, look, he's a little cute... that was my 12-year-old crush, do you see? I had a crush. So that's always fun. This is a 10-minute video. I'm really sorry. 10 minutes of me making fun of myself. But you know what? It's my channel and it's kind of a diary channel. So if you're watching this, it's your own fault. Look, as a reward, you get to see me when I was little. Do you see me? Am I little? I'm not that little. I'm about 5. But you know what? Oh, it was on the 25th of the 9th, 2000. There you go. There's an exact date for you. There's me. I was quite the poser. Not so much a poser now, but I was quite the poser. Maybe I am a poser. Let's try and replicate that. Ready?